again. This is Dale from Shine Pilates, and I'm here again for an early morning sunrise workout. I'm going to do a little bit of shoulders and hip stretching today. So we're going to start in a plank position, all right? So come onto your mat. I want your hands underneath your shoulders, and you're going to step out into a nice strong plank. I know this is really hard to start in a plank, but you got it. All right. So you're going to lift your hips. Have a little stretch at the back of your hips, down your legs, and then come back into it. Use this as an opportunity to wake up and warm up the front body for a little bit of active core engagement. Pushing the ground away with your shoulders, lifting your belly up away from the ground. You could have your feet narrow for a little narrow base that would be a little bit less stable, or you could have your feet wide, a wider base for a little bit more stability. I'm going to press up and hold. I'm working around some roots, so you might see me shift my feet around. And then we're going to tread here. One knee bends, the other heel drops, and you're going to switch. You can go back and forth. Getting a calf stretch. Think about your heels reaching through the ground and your sitting bones lifting up towards the sky. Let's do a couple more each side. Let's do one more each side. And then come back to center, set your knees down for a moment, take out your wrists. All right. So we're gonna add on. So I love dolphin plank. You know that I love dolphin plank. It's one of my favorites. We started with a little dolphin plank. We're gonna add on. All right. So we're gonna add that arabesque. Now, if you don't like lifting one leg, you could do the first version that we just did, keeping both feet on. But with the leg lifting, you get a little hip opening stretch through the front of the hip. And we get a little more work in our shoulders. All right. So starting your plank, nice strong plank. You're going to press your hips up. Lift one leg up, and then you're going to lower down. Maybe you just hover. We're going to stay on the same side. We're going to lift and hover. You can set that foot down if you need to. For that moment, open that hip. I have my right leg lifting, so I'm opening through the front of my right hip. Let's do two more. Breathe. Last one. Set that foot down. Other side. Left leg lift and hover. And lift and hover. Keep the shoulders active. Push the ground away. Isn't that sunrise beautiful? Yeah, there it is. Let's do two more. And last one. And then come down. And give the wrists a little roll. Whew. Right now we're going to add on a little stretch coming into our plank. And it requires a little bit of flexibility, but we're working on it. So you're going to get where you get with this stretch. All right. So we're going to, again, stay on the same side. We're going to do four on each side. So starting in your plank, let's have the right leg lift up. Have that nice arabesque, and then you're going to bring your right foot as close as you can to your right hand. We'll stretch the back leg, left leg, and I'm going to lift up, and then come back. Puff your chest forward. Let's do two more. Arabesque. And lunge. Puff your chest forward. Last one. And then every time, you might get that foot a little further forward. hang out in this stretch for a moment. Now you're going to keep your left hand down. You're going to rotate. Right hand lifts up to a twist. If you need to, you could drop your left leg, your left knee to the mat. Take a little stretch. And then untwist. Step your right foot back. All right, we're on the other side. So left leg lifts up, and then you come. There, you're bringing your left foot as close to as you can to your right hand, or left hand. Left foot, left hand. Let's do 3 more. Lift up arabesque, and step forward. And you might find that the sides are a little different. That's okay. Lift up, lunge. Flip your chest forward. This one. Come into that lunge. Oops. Keep hitting that root. Now we're going to hang out in this lunge for a moment. Remember, you can set your back knee down if you need to. Keep your right hand down. You're going to twist, lift the left arm. You did it. And then twist. And step that foot back. And then you're going to walk yourself up. Let's just hang for a moment. And then re-stack up. Nice and tall. All right. So I plan on doing some teasers, but I've got some roots. So I'm going to be working around my roots for some teaser. All right. So we're going to start with a bent knee version. All right. So I want you to hang on to your knees with your knees bent and your feet flat. You're going to tuck your tail, round your spine, and then re-stack up nice and tall. Use your arms at first. Start to wake up a little bit more in that front body. And then start to use your arms a little less, right? So maybe my arms float. One more, come up. On this next one, we're going to come down and pause. So finding that point on your sacrum, that balance point, lift one leg up into tabletop. That's the other leg. Here's our bent leg teaser. Yep. Can you find a little bit more rounding in your spine? Oh, look at that. Sunrise. And then bring your hands behind your knees. Open your knees, puff your chest forward. Take a stretch. And then come back to center. All right, so we're going to do that one more time. You can stay with the bent knees or you can go with me into straight legs. All right, tuck your tail, scoop, round through your low back. Let's start with our knees bent. Extend one leg, extend the other leg. Now I'm just going to do legs, lower, and lift. Keep that C curve in the spine. I'm not going to lower my upper body because I've got the roots behind me. 2, squeeze the legs together. Last one. Lift up, hold, you got it. Reach to the toes. Grab behind the knees and come up. Open the legs. Take another little butterfly stretch here. It's a lovely morning. I hope wherever you are, you're having a lovely morning. Whew. All right, one more challenge. We twist. All right, see if I can do twist with my roots here. All right, I'm going to show in this direction. Yes, I can work around the twist. All right, or work around the roots. All right, so I'm going to have my bottom hand about an arm's length away from my bottom hip. My top knee up, my bottom knee down. Now my feet wider as I want a nice stable base. All right. So we're gonna come up into our side plank, and then we're gonna, oops, our top foot in front, bottom foot behind. We're gonna come up into our side plank, and then we're gonna twist, reach towards your back foot. Untwist, and return down. I knew something felt wrong. Come up, side plank, and twist, and untwist, and center. Oh, there's the root. One more. Come up, hike your hips. And I like how we started. Come center, and return down. Beautiful. All right, I'm gonna turn. Let's see if I can do this. Top foot in front, bottom foot behind. Bottom hand about an arm's length away from the hip. All right, yeah, we're gonna work with the root. All right, so come up, side plank, twist your hips, lift them up, reach towards your toes, untwist, come center. So kind of like how we started with one foot lifting, we take away a support with the hand. All right, side plank, hike your hips, rotate, reach towards your opposite toes. With control through all those positions. One more. Slow return. Oh, right, beautiful. Roll out those wrists. All right, we're gonna do a little wrist stretching to end. All right, so we did a lot on our wrists. We're gonna give them a little love. All right, be gentle as we go through all these stretches and just feel out how your wrists feel. And don't push anything to a range of motion that doesn't feel right for you. We're going to start with the tops of your hands on the ground. And I like to have my hips back, and then I gently lean back. So you're going to feel the stretch through the forearms and a gentle stretch through the joint. Again, really being gentle here. A little counter stretch for the wrist. Oh, the sun went behind a cloud. And then you're going to put your palms on the mat, but your fingertips pointing out to the sides. And then you're just going to lean slightly side to side. All right, so you're going to feel a stretch up the inside of that forearm. Being gentle, finding the stretch that works for you. I have a slight bend, like a micro bend in my elbows. I want to make sure your elbows aren't locked out. Last one, you're going to flip your fingertips to point towards your knees. Now, this one can be intense, so again, being really gentle, you're just going to lean back. Yep. Hey, pigeon. Gently lean back. Let's do one more. And then come out of that. Now we're going to end with a meditation. I'm going to see if I can face this way. Nope, the wind is too bad. I'm going to end with a gentle meditation, a nice, easy, gentle meditation. Now you can come into any position that you'd like. You could lay down. I want you to come into a position that you can be still in, all right? So you can commit to just not moving. For some people, that's laying down. Get yourself comfortable. Maybe it's seated, maybe it's crisscross, maybe a butterfly. And I want you to just start to notice your breath. Notice where your body moves as you inhale, and notice your body, how it moves as you exhale. Continuing to settle into whatever position you're in, finding more contact with the floor, noticing that contact with the floor. Now I want you to imagine liquid sunlight. And your body is just an empty vessel that you're going to pour that liquid sunlight into. So you're like a vase. And wherever that liquid sunlight touches, any areas that are super hot, it actually cools. And any areas that are cool, it warms. So it just evens out the temperature of that empty vessel. So start pouring in that liquid sunlight into your feet, open toes. It fills in every crevice and soothes in the sore spots. Through your ankles, starting up the leg through the shins and toes, into the knees, the thighs, hamstrings, around the hips, kind of lubricating the joints as it passes and fills the entire bowl of the pelvis into the torso, your belly and low back. Into your ribs, softening and smoothing as it goes. Into your shoulders, filling both arms all the way down to your fingertips. Your neck and jaw, relaxing the muscles in your face, back of your skull. And like all empty vessels or vases, there's a hole at the top, and so when that liquid sunlight gets to the top, we keep pouring it overflows and smooths the outside, bringing that gentle warmth inside and out. Start to bring your awareness back to your body, your inhales, your exhales. Start to notice the sounds around you, the surface that you're on, any smells in the room. If your eyes were closed, you're blinking them open. If you're on your side, roll. If you're on your back, roll to your side. Take a moment before you move. You come on up. You did it. Thank you for joining today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.